Hello, my crafty friends. This is Laurie, girl on the ridge, in my hippie clean place. My desk is cleaned off. I even went through all my drawers. But don't get too excited because my floor is like a sea of paper. But that's okay. And I just wanted to show you a couple things I was working on and answer a couple questions. As I was cleaning my room, because I really don't have a time. I got the weekend off, so I can clean at my leisure. So I kept coming across half-finished projects. So hopefully this weekend I'm going to finish everything. These are some envelopes. This is actually a set that I use a lot of Esme's Craft to Me laces that I was just having fun with. This is a file folder with some vintage ledger paper inside, and all the sizes are listed. So this is one set, and then I made a little one. Just cute. I just love making envelopes and putting things in it. This is vintage quill. There's vintage quill, and then the big one. Oh. It's just lace and some little washi paper, and again some vintage ledger paper. That one just has damask on the back. So I made them. Those are listed. And what I was making with them, my daughter-in-law got me like probably 9 pads of these pink guest checks. I might have gave her a little hint because I love them. So she found them for me. I don't know where. They went to Syracuse one day. I think there's a restaurant supply place. And I'm just making some books. I just sewed some muslin on it, and I'm going to make little guest check books. That's my project. I'm going to get some of them done for maybe New Year's resolutions, maybe the new diet foods you want to try. But that's what I'm working on. This will come with that set as soon as I finish it. I just had a piece of coffee filter and this beautiful washi tape she got me. It was really thick. It's about this wide, but I don't remember where I put it. I'm cleaning, so. All right, the big question of the weekend. How do I get my file folders to look this grungy? Okay, what I do, I take a file folder, rip it in half. Now, I'm going to show you 2 looks. Now, by just crumbling it, dipping it in coffee and baking, this is what you're going to get. Okay, and then you can ink it up. But if you want a real grungy look, and this is another and this is, no, this isn't. This is a piece of this and this. You put it in the coffee first, and then you crumble it up wet, and then you bake it. Okay, see the difference? This is the same file folder, just crumbled up wet, crumbled up dry. But then I do it again. I mean, grungy, it's not hard, it's just very time consuming. Like, I can't really show you in my oven because we'd be there all day. I usually bake it 3, 4, 5 times because, you know, depending on if I want, like this is cardstock, and I crumpled this up quite a bit, but you see the difference? It just, I don't know, it breaks down the paper a little more or something. And then when I let it set, then when I go ink it, and I will probably use distressed ink with a little water bottle. I'll just hit it with I'll do a little parts at a time, hit it with water, and then ink it when I decide what colors I want it. Sometimes I use vintage photo, walnut stain, and then I'll use the red brown red, whatever, to hit, you know, to get the reds in there. Or greens, you know, whatever you want. It's, you know, your personal preference. But though that's the difference. This is, see if I can remember it right. Crumpled, Then dip it. Put it in whole. Take it out. Crumple it wet. Be very careful. It will rip. That is the only downfall. It will rip. So you have to be very careful of spreading it back out. But you can just see it, how it breaks down a little differently compared to this. This really doesn't break down. It just, you know, a little crinkly and stuff. But that's your big difference. So hopefully that'll help some of you girls that are trying to achieve this look. Just all I can say is just keep playing around. Papers are going to be different. My coffee strength is going to be different than yours. I never measure. I have leftover coffee. I put it in a pan for a couple of days. I use it on and off. Sometimes I add water. Sometimes I add tea. I just do not have any kind of whatever is in my kitchen, which makes it interesting because you never know what you're going to get, but I'll never be able to repeat it up either. So that is it for right now. I'm going to clean a little more, but you never know. I might be back with something else that I found, that I unearthed. So you guys have a beautiful Saturday. It's rainy, cold. I'm still in my pajamas here, and I refuse to get out because last time I was in my pajamas, it's when my grandson wanted me to bring pizza, and that's when my granddaughter right in front of me cut her finger. So I told my son, what did we learn from this experience? Number one, never get grandma out of her pajamas. And number two, don't give kids chores, because that's what my grandson was doing. We were watching and she cut her finger in the little door. No, I know that's not the real answer, but so grandma's staying in her pajamas today and cleaning and working. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye.